we are back with another mega swatch video for my Flower Nose collection, and today we are going to be mega swatching all of my blushes. So I do have several different formulas here. We have powder blushes, cream blushes, and liquid blushes. So I'm going to go through all of these, swatch them all by category, and kind of share with you guys like all the colors and stuff so you can really get an idea of how similar or not similar they are, or just how pigmented they are, all that good stuff. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and start by organizing all of these into like categories. But before I do that, I do want to say that if you guys are wanting to purchase anything from Flower Nose, I do have a referral link and discount code that you can get 5% off of your order. Not all of these items are still available, but a good portion of them are. So if you would like to purchase anything from Flower Nose, and it doesn't have to be these products, just anything at all, I do have my referral links below, and I do earn a small commission from it. So if you choose to shop with my links, I greatly appreciate it. So now let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, not gonna lie, that was pretty quick and easy to do. So these are all of the cream blushes that I have. These are the liquid blushes, and these are all of the powder blushes. I do own most of the powder blushes because that one is the more common format that they have come out with. These two are more relatively recent. So we're gonna go ahead and let's just start with the creams because I only have 4 of those. We'll just start off easy and work our way up. All right, so starting off with the cream blushes, these are all from the Little Angel collection, and I have to say I'm a really big fan of these. I do not have all of them. There might be like 1 or 2 colors that I do not have, so I don't think I have all of the collection, but all the ones that I do have, these are definitely some of my favorite ones. So I want to really quickly open these up, and I'll tell you all the names as well. So I like that you can kind of see all the colors like all in one frame, so you can definitely get a better idea of which ones are more similar. I'm actually gonna, let's move these around because I feel like we'll give you a pretty good idea of the colors. So the first one we have here, this one is S01 Flaming Heart. This one is 03 Paradise Poet. This one is 04 Rose Ashes. This one was sent to me for review. And then this one here is S02 Floral Praise. So out of all of these colors that I have here, if you are wanting one of like the more brighter, pinkier, punchier colors, this is definitely the one to go, Floral Praise. But if you're wanting something a little bit more neutral color, these 3 are really good for that. This one is the most cool toned mauve of all of them. And then this one's a little bit more of like a peachier one, and this one's a little bit more of like a rosy kind of brick kind of color, I would say. So those are the colors that I have. Let's go ahead and swatch them. And these are so creamy. I love these a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that darkest one there. All right, and then this one. All right, so those are the 4 colors here. I will hold these up so you can kind of see a little bit closer. And I am still working on my lighting. It's just a very like tricky thing to figure out. I don't know how people get such perfect overhead lighting without like all these shadows and stuff. I have got to figure it out. But I have like moved stuff around once again, so definitely need to figure that one out. So those are the 4 cream blushes that I have here. I think that these are all pretty pigmented, and I'm a really big fan of these colors. To be completely honest with you guys, this formula is my all-time favorite formula from Flower Nose. I just feel like you get the perfect amount of creaminess to pigment to blendability. You really just cannot go wrong with this collection. So I am really hoping in the future we're going to get some more colors in this line. I'd love to see more of like a deeper berry toned, maybe a really cool tone kind of pink. I just love these so much, so not going to sugarcoat it. This one is definitely my favorite formula by far out of all of their blush products. All right, so for the next category that I'm going to swatch, these are all of the liquid blushes, and these came out in the second to most recent collection, and that was the Strawberry Cupid collection. So I actually have already done all these swatches before in my overview video, but I will be swatching them once again for you. So really quickly, all the colors that we have. So the first one here, we have number 1, Frosty Strawberry. This one is number 2, Coastal Rose. This one's number 4, Apple Glow, S03, Pink Gemstone, S06, Rosy Madeleine, and 05, Rum Cocoa. I really like the packaging of these. These are so cute, and I really like that they have the doe foot applicator here as well. I feel like it's really easy to apply the product. All right, so here are all of those colors swatched. Once again, I'll show these kind of like at a distance. The one thing I really like about these colors is that they are all pretty different from each other. I feel like all of these colors like warrant like being made. Once again, I do wish there were like some more deeper ones, maybe a little bit more of like a red toned blush too, but I love all of these colors, all 6 of these, and these are all ones I would absolutely wear. So once again, here are all the colors closer up. Hopefully you can see all those, but I really do think like each color is different from the other. There's not any, I feel like if I really had to say the 2 closest ones are these 2 here, but this one's definitely a lot lighter and this one's definitely a little darker and a little less saturated. So I still think that they both warrant being there. And I also like that these don't have like any shimmer to them. They are like a cream finish type of blush, so there's no sparkle, no shine. It is just the color. And I would say that their liquid formula is by far my second favorite out of all their formulas. They are just really nice. They are easy to blend. They are so pretty, and I really, really love these as well. So I don't know if you can hear that. I am in the middle of a thunderstorm right now, so hopefully that's not too distracting. But next up, I have my powder blushes. Now these are, like I said, the ones that I have the most of because they typically release the most of these. All right, so I kind of organized them by the collection that they're from. So these 3 at the top here, these are all from an Asia region exclusive collection called Never's Shop. I actually was able to get these on Shein, and that is how I got mine. So there are 3 different colors here. This first one is number 1, Mimi's Floral Tea. Number 2 is called Peggy's Breakfast. And number 3 is Never's Strawberry. Next up, I somehow actually have 2 of these. One of them I purchased myself and one was sent to me for review. So these are the same blush. It is from the Violet Strawberry Rococo collection, I believe. And this one is 01 Romantic Blossom. So that is this one here, and that is the same as that one here. I got one in PR that I already own, so I have 2 of that one. Then I have number 3. This one is called Classic Ballet. And then this one was from the Violet Strawberry Rococo collection. This one is called Little Cranberry. So hopefully you guys can see those all right. Then moving on, this one is from the Swan Ballet collection. This one is called number 3 Silky Ribbon. And then this one is from the Moonlight Mermaids collection. This one is number 3 Coral Jellyfish. This one is an ombre blush. Next up, this is the most recent blush that I have gotten. This one is from Shell's Jewel collection. This one is called Strawberry Bubble. Next up, this one is from the Midsummer Fairy Tales collection. This one is number 2 called Dreaming Butterfly. Then from the Unicorn collection, this is one of their way back ones. This one is number 5 Unripe Peach. This one is from the Chocolate Wonder Shop collection. This one is number 1 Bedtime Story. And finally, we have the Butterfly Cloud Color collection. This is a blush duo. This one is in number 3 Pastel Lotus. So there are 2 colors in there. So that is kind of like the little overview of all of the blush colors. Hopefully you can see all these. So these technically, all of these blushes with the exception of this one are like a matte finished blush. This one does just have a very slight kind of a satiny sheen to it, but all the other ones pretty much for the most part are completely matte. So I think it might be easier if I just kind of put like light colors together just so we can kind of like swatch those. You'll definitely see there's some that are a little bit more purpley, some that are a little bit more nude, some that are a little bit more pinky. So if I were to arrange these all kind of like light colors, that is probably how I would group these. So these are like the light pastel pinks. These are kind of like the light pastel warm pinks, I would say. These are more cool. Then I would say these are like the punchy kind of watermelon pinks. These are like slightly purpley pinks. And then these ones I would say are more like your mauve-y kind of colors. And I will start to swatch these. So first off, this one once again is Bedtime Story from Chocolate Wonder Shop. It is just such a light kind of shade. I definitely think that this one is absolutely only going to work for a light skin tone. I will even try to like build this one up a little bit, but it just truly is such a light color. It is not going to give you very much payoff on anything deeper than my skin tone. I mean, I am super fair and you can see it's very subtle on me as well. Next up, this was the Peggy's Breakfast from Never Shop. This one is a very similar color. So if I swatch that one right next to it, once again, very light, subtle. That one is just slightly peachier than the last one. But pretty much, once again, very light. I would not recommend this for anyone deeper than me. Next up, we have the Unicorn one in Unripe Peach. Once again, this is pretty well in line with these other colors here. I think that this one is slightly more pink, whereas this one's slightly more orange, and that one's slightly more like mauve. But once again, on the cheeks, I mean, these are all pretty similar. And then this one was Classic Ballet from the original Strawberry Rococo collection. This one is definitely the coolest out of all of them. It's definitely still like a mauve-y pink, but coolest out of all of those. So I'll do like a little midway up close check so you guys can see those 4 colors there. So hopefully you guys can see that. Next, moving on, I'll go to these kind of like soft pink colors. So this one, once again, was Mimi's Floral Tea. That one was from the Never Shop collection. This one is still very, very light. Once again, I would not recommend this for anyone darker than me. This one is a little bit of a brighter cool toned pink compared to the last one, just a little bit lighter. And then this one was Coral Jellyfish from Moonlight Mermaids. Now this one is an ombre blush, so I'm just gonna try to do like a overall swatch of it. And that one comes off very light, very chalky, especially when you get more of that top color there, because it is like a light butter yellow. Just for fun, I will swatch kind of more of just the bottom section. And I'll swatch that right next to it, just so you can get an idea of just the darkest part of the blush. Once again, very light. So those two are from the same blush. So once again, kind of do like a little midway. You can see all of those colors. All right, next up, I'm going to go into the super light pastel pinks. These are incredibly light, even on me. So this one we have is Never's Strawberry. This one is so incredibly light and chalky. I don't even necessarily like this one for me as a blush. I would probably use this as like an under eye setting powder with a little bit of a pink kind of color there if I wanted to. That's how I would have to make that work. This one is the Silky Ribbon color from Swan Ballet. This is also a very cool toned. This one's a little bit darker though than the last color, but still very light, very chalky, almost borderline going into like a blue toned pinky purple, but still a very cool toned pink. Next up, this is the Butterfly Cloud Collar one in Pastel Lotus. This one, once again, is a duo blush. So we have that super light color, very similar to that last one from the Never's shop. Super light. And then this one is definitely more of like a brighter pink. Now I do like this side of the pink, and it does build up pretty nicely, so you can get a pretty intense pink color with that one. Then moving on, this is from Strawberry Rococo collection. This one is the Romantic Blossom. These are the ones I have the duplicate of, so I'm only going to swatch one of these. They are the same color, but this one does get more into that kind of like strawberry pink kind of color. So I like that one quite a lot. This one I think definitely could work for light to medium skin tones. Could possibly work for deeper skin tones too, but I think it might be a little bit on the ashy side just because it is a lighter blush. But I definitely think that light and medium can get away with this one for sure. All right, then moving on, this is the Strawberry Bubble Color from Shell's Jewel. And this one is the only like satin finish one. So I don't know if it's gonna come across on camera, but I can see in person there is a slight bit of like a shine, kind of satiny, kind of texture to it, like a little bit of micro sheen to it. Not even like sparkles or glitter or anything, just a little bit of that kind of reflective kind of finish to that one. And then finally, for the last two, this one is from the Violet Strawberry Rococo collection. This one is called Little Cranberry. This one is another one of those really intense hot pink kind of colors. So that one does go a little bit on the cool side, so slightly more of like a pinky purple kind of color. And then finally for the last one, this is the most brightest intense blush that I have from Flower Nose. This one's from Midsummer Fairy Tales. This one's number 2, Dreaming Butterfly. And once again, this one is almost like a fluorescent, like neon pink purple. Like this one's very much a bright, intense kind of color. So I definitely think that that one could show up the best on deep skin tones out of all of these colors here. All right, so here is a look at all of those powder blushes. Once again, I'll do an up close as well. Hopefully the lighting is not too bad, and hopefully I can make this all work and let you guys see all the colors as best as I can. All right, so now that we have gone through all of the colors and swatched them, I will kind of like open them all up and we'll look at all the colors together across all the formulas. That way, if there's any similar colors and you're like, oh, I have this cream blush, but how similar is that going to be to the powder blush? That way, hopefully this will give you a little bit of an idea from that. Okay, I know these are probably a little bit hard to tell, and especially with like the liquid blushes here, these I kind of just have to hold up. So for these colors together, I think that the color Pink Gemstone is the most like these colors here. So I'll put that one there. This one is called, I think it was Rose Cocoa? Rum Cocoa. That one definitely goes in this like kind of peachy mauve category here. So I'll put that one there. This one is Rosy Madeleine. Once again, I think it goes most like these colors here. I think it's a little bit deeper, but most like this color family. Then for Apple Glow, this one I would put most like this color family here, like the kind of peachier ones, but I feel like this one's just a little bit more orangey peach than the rest of these kind of colors, but I do think that's the closest color family for that one. Then for Coastal Rose, this one I think fits with these two the most, so I kind of want to put these two off to the side. I would definitely say this one is most like these two colors, where they're still that kind of peachier pink, but a little bit on the lighter side. And then these are the ones I definitely think go a little bit more into the cool tone pink side. And then the last one, Frosty Strawberry, I think once again fits most with this color family over here, the kind of dustier pinks there. So that's kind of how I would categorize all these colors. These are like the cool tone pinks. These are like the light mid-tone pinks. These are more like the punchier kind of strawberry watermelon-y pinks. And then these are more of like the mauvey peachy brown kind of shades. That is the best way I can describe all of these little color families here. Yeah, so I think that's the best way I would break these up. Watermelon-y pinks, dusty brown peaches, cool toned pinky purples, and then just kind of like your mid-tone pinks there. All right, guys, so those are all of the colors that I have from my Flower Nose blush collection. All right, guys, so I hope this was helpful in some way. If you guys would like to see more like swatch comparisons, like if you're like, hey, will you swatch this blush against this blush? Definitely let me know which ones you want to see comparisons for, and I will do like an updated video or maybe like a short video kind of going into even more depth with these swatches if there was different colors you wanted to compare. Like let's say you own this one and you own this one and you're thinking about buying this one, but you just just don't know how similar they are. Let me know your combinations from the ones that I own, and I will do my absolute best to try to get back with you guys and like share more swatches, because I really want this to be a helpful resource for you guys when trying to decide what products you want to purchase, whether it's something you either already have or, you know, you just kind of don't want duplicates in your collection, whatever it may be. Definitely let me know and I will try my best to do more swatches for you guys. And don't forget, if you would like to purchase anything from Flower Knows, you can use my discount code and referral links below. And once again, I do earn a small commission from them. So if you choose to shop with my links, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.